Hi, I'm Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-Minute Warning for the week of May 18th. If you've wondered how much of an increase will I see in my LTL rates, here is what you need to know. A couple of weeks ago, I gave a presentation to some folks from MAPI. This is a great organization that brings together a lot of large, diverse corporations, and the topic at this meeting were issues that are affecting transportation and supply chain areas. Now, in this presentation, I talked about some of the things we've covered in these 2-minute warnings, and specifically one of the things we looked at is what's likely to happen with respect to rate increases over the next couple of years. So I was not surprised when somebody got back to me and said, Mike, we'd like to follow up on your prediction regarding LTL freight cost and help us understand how much of an increase we should budget for over the next 2 years. Well, I get that question a lot, and whenever I do, my answer is always the same. The increases that you'll see depend on a couple of different things. So if you want some more insights into how much of an increase you should expect, here are 3 things you want to look at. First, you want to benchmark your current freight cost. Now, whether you do that internally or use organizations like TranzAct, what we can do is compare your freight cost against a multi-billion-dollar database to help you understand exactly where you're at today. Now, the second thing you want to look at is the operating ratio data from your carriers. You want to go to your larger LTL carriers and ask, where am I at with respect to an operating ratio? Now, a couple years ago, we issued a great white paper that we encourage everyone to take a look at, where we talked about LTL cost, and we had an operating ratio worksheet in there. And here's why we mentioned this. If your operating ratio is above 100, say it's 110, 115, you're going to see a significantly larger increase than if your operating ratio was at 92 to 95. That's why we encourage everyone to get the operating ratio data. Now, the third thing we want you to do is to do a complete profile and take a look at what you're shipping and where you're shipping and determine whether the carriers you have in your portfolio mix have networks that are compatible with your freight patterns. Now, when we can go on and on about how you can get great rates, and we've talked about that in the 2-minute warnings, but once again, here's what you want to do. Take a look at your benchmark data, take a look at the operating ratio data, and make sure that you have a complete profile which details your shipping characteristics. Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you, we are on your team, we're here to help, and we are passionate about seeing you be successful. Thanks for your time.